Hello Aquarius, it's Tamara and I'm going to do a reading for April 2018 and it's all about money, work, career and life in general. This reading is for Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon and Aquarius Rising sign, and I hope it resonates with you. If it doesn't, please put your moon sign or your rising sign. While shuffling, I quickly want to say thank you to all my subscribers for all your likes or your comments or your shares. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, please contact me. It's tamara.taro30@yahoo.com, or you can find me on other different medias like Facebook or my webpage. All the information is underneath this video. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we have for you for the month of April. And this reading is for Aquarius and it's for the April 2018 and it's all about money, finances, work, career and life in general. The first card for you is the Two of Pentacles. Then we have a Knight of Rods. Then we have Seven of Wands. And the Spirit's message for you is the Seven of Swords. We have Nine of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and Five of Cups. I'll move a little bit so you can see. Okay, here we are. It's better. We have Two of Wands, Knight of Swords, Six of Pentacles, and the outcome is Four of Pentacles. There's a lot of things going on with the money and finances. We've got quite a lot of pentacles over here, which represents everything which is monetary, tangible, you know, finances. The way the spread works, because it's a monthly reading, this will be the beginning of the month, maybe covering a little bit of end of March. This will be the middle of the month of April, and that will be the end of months going into May. The first card for you is the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is card of balancing, balancing finances. Sometimes I don't want to say that it's when you don't have enough money, you just sort of, but sometimes we need to sort of balance the books. We move money from one account into another in order to cover, you know, little holes in one place, and then, you know, we move money to another place. So, but the card tells you actually that you do the job very well. However, you balance your finances, maybe if it's not too much money you have, but you're managing them well. So yes, and that's what the situation is going to be at the beginning of the month. There will be, you know, probably it won't be enough, but you will be doing a good job by moving money from one place into another and trying to keep that financial balance. And the Aquarius. I've got a Nine of Rods. Nine of Rods is all about movement, development of the situation, of the process or something. So if you are involved with something, you know, going on at work or in your personal, in your business or somewhere, then you actually putting all your efforts, all your passion, all your creativity and everything into it. It's, you know, you're very passionate about what you're doing. I also see the card of, it's similar to this, we have a Seven of Wands, it's defending. It's defending what you're doing, defending what you have, defending what's, everything which belongs to you. And sometimes it could be just not possessions, but it's also about, I don't know, if you're doing a project, if it could be intelligence, resources. I'll probably say something wrong, sorry. Sorry, I know the word. Intellectual properties. Yes, so there's a lot of passion into it. Both cards represents fire, passion. This one is the way you're sort of dealing with this. It's either the project, maybe at work, or maybe your own one, business or something, and you literally sort of throw yourself into it, you know, full on. It also could be some creative project. not not always about everything done with the finances. Maybe it's something, it could be creative, but something you're earning money from. Even like being a website designer, it's a very creative job, but you're earning money from it. Animation or whatever, all this stuff. It could be anything which, using your imagination and creativity, you still can earn money. So that's what I see at the beginning of the month for you. And there will be some sort of, maybe at work as well, or maybe in your environment, there will be people trying to sort of, there will be a little bit of like attacks on you. But you're quite, you're strong, you're standing there, you're sort of fighting your grounds, you're standing, you're in a better position, you're actually in a more advantaged position than them. You're slightly higher raised, if you see on this card, so you quite easily sort of will manage to sort of defend yourself, defend what you're doing. I think it's all about this project because it's similar cards. People maybe will be, it's either competition or it will be people saying, you're not doing it right, and you're saying, no, that's the way I want to deal with it, that's the way I want to run the project, that's the way I want to manage the project or something, or your business or something. People will try to sort of push their opinion, but you will stand for your opinion, you will stand for yourself, and you will be doing it really well. The Spirit tells you be careful. The beginning of the month, there might be some sneakiness around you. Will be people trying to sort of steal something from you. As I said again, it could be intellectual property. Someone might try just to sign their name under the project which you've done, or something you've done, and they just write their name and say that that's my job, I've done it well. Or if you're in a group, in a team, and I see there is a teamwork, people will try to claim that it's their work, rather than you might put a lot of efforts into it, but they will just take all the credit for it. It could be you actually yourself being very savvy, maybe you doing it. If you're doing it, just be careful, the Aquarius. So it's a bit of sneakiness at the beginning of the month at work, or in your, if you do run business, or in your environment, whatever you do. So be careful, be vigilant. I'm sorry, I had cold, so I've got a problem with talking at the moment. I just want to a little bit elaborate about this card sometimes. What this actual person does, he sneaked at night into the enemy's camp, and he decided to take their weapons so they can't attack them next morning when they wake up. He takes as much as he can because he can't take any more, so he took all the 5 swords, 2 still left, and he sneaks away. Sometimes it's an act of bravery, being brave and being courageous to do that. Being savvy as well to do. You need to have a brain to actually to plan all this. All this reasoning and planning is involved as well. So that's what could be another message for you, that you need to use all the, all your abilities, all your qualities, good qualities in planning, in being savvy, in being courageous. Sometimes you need to be courageous in business as well, to make your moves. So that's the way, I see all this situation. Reasoning is in, you need to have your, reasons why I'm going to go and take it or do it, and so that people, can't. So yes, it's either someone sneaking around you or you being savvy. So that's what it's at the beginning of the month. Good message for you, food for thoughts. Then in the middle of the month, we got a really happy situation. You are very, very happy. Nine of Cups is if there was some sort of targets, if there was something you wanted to achieve financially, maybe, or anything to do with finances, anything tangible, resources, you're very happy. It's all really good. It's a wish fulfillment card, 9 of Cups, one of the best cards in the tarot deck, telling you that whatever you want, your wish will be granted for you. Card has got a flip sort of side as well. It's a card of celebration. So the message here will be, don't overindulge. Also look at him, he looks a little bit fat. So don't overindulge neither in alcohol, or maybe, you know, if you're celebrating too much, or maybe sometimes it's very common in corporate world is entertaining clients or, you know, colleagues or something, you know. So don't drink too much in those situations, and don't you know, overeat if there's just like one after another event or function or something. That just watch out. I see there's a team working really successfully. It's a kind of apprenticeship as well, but learning something new and doing it as a team, and actually being an expert eventually in this area, doing it, you know, working as a team. Teamwork is really important, and you all of you who are in this team are really getting on well, and people will be sort of examining your work. People will be sort of praising your work you've done. There will be a lot of attention as well, but your work is on a high standards. It's as a team, you know, maybe you will be the team leader. It's really positive for work and finances. There will be some sort of revelations, clarity for you in a world of business, finances, and money. If there was something which you didn't know, maybe in the month of March or previously, there will be some. The Ace of Swords is talking about new beginning, new start, but it's all about clarity. If you're starting a new business, if you're starting a new position at work or new job, or being promoted and you start a new position, it's all will bring you a lot of clarity, maybe in your mind, you know, of where you want to go further, how you want to do it, and it's also kind of truth, kind of justice. So if any of those applies to you in your position, that's what it's talking. But it's the primary meaning of this card is actually starting something new. Getting that, you know, it's a new beginning, new start, but starting from the very clear page. And the Spirit's message for you is the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is being, I don't know, you know, it's middle of the month is really good for you with this Nine of Cups, but Spirit tells you if there is something will be upsetting you during this period, dear Aquarius. Of course you will be upset, you know, there's 3 cups turned upside down, the wine's been flown away, wasted, you know. What it says to you, turn over, there's still 2 cups there. So it's okay, you know, to be upset, but, you know, just don't overdo it, because not everything lost. If there will be any financial losses which will upset you, you know, you're not going to lose everything. There still will be plenty, maybe not will be more lost and then less left, but there are still something left, something tangible left. There's still enough to start anew, to turn your back and look at what you have, reassess, reevaluate, and move on. So if there will be any losses, financial losses, or, you know, any type of sort of problems, maybe even in your, it's not all about finances and work, sometimes it's just the life situations, there will be some sort of losses and upsets you. So what it card tells you, then you haven't lost everything, just turn your back and look behind yourself. You still got two. Cups is all about emotions actually. So there's you still can find happiness, you still can find joy. So that is bringing your you know, stress and upset. This brings you, you know, happiness and joy. End of the month we got Two of Wands. Two of Wands is the card of, it's a card of planning. You remember I was telling you about reasoning and planning, and when we talk about the Seven of Swords, because Swords is also all about our mental state, what happens in our head, how we process our thoughts, and conscious, subconscious. Here is more sort of practical planning, you know, next steps of either your business or your career or you know, situation. and choosing which way to go, because when we start, if I'll do this, maybe I will get that. If I'll do that, then I maybe get that. So what the card is saying, because it's also, he also holds like this ball over there, which represents like a globe in her. So the globe is, the whole world is in your hand, so you can do whatever you want. What it tells you is that whatever way you choose, all the way, as far as you're planning and moving forward, it's already good. So which way you go, it's not particularly important. Both ways are equally good. So choose your way, plan ahead, and move on. Moving forward, you know, is always positive, is always good. We see again, you know, the Swords card, similar to this Ace of Swords. We now have a Knight of Swords. If you're planning something new, if you're planning some sort of business or career move or something, this card tells you just go for it. You know, just, you know, no further hesitations, no further sort of doubts and reasoning required. Just go for it. That's what this card tells. Remember when we talk about knights, this one is Knight of Swords. I told it's about speed and how the situation develops. In this case, is just take that sword and just go for it. It's really positive. You don't need to sort of being scared or, you know, doubtful. Just go for it. And end of the month is the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is card of reciprocity, card of balance. Keep your books in balance. Keep your finances in balance. It also talks about give and take. So if there will be, probably you see these hands stretched towards you. If there will be people asking for money, you can give it to them, but make sure that you sort of expecting to receive the money back. Maybe it's investments. So if you're investing money, you need to invest somewhere where it's not going to disbalance your books, to disbalance your financial situation. So invest wisely, so you got like you still can keep things in balance. If you are asking, so as I said, it's about reciprocity. Give and take. Give as much as you can, but at the same time expect that people return the money back to you. Also, the card takes, don't give too much, because no one else in this world is going to look after you apart from yourself. So make sure you know, it's good to be, you know, generous and you know, giving money to people, but you still need to leave enough for yourself, for you to sort of to function and to look around, to look after people around you and sort of get on with your life. That scales, there's scales over in his hands. They need to be balanced. And again, about balance and stability, another message for you from the Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles. It's another card of stability. You will get this financial stability. You know, I don't see any problems, any issues for you, dear Aquarius, in the month of April, with the money, career, work, everything. It's just a story. It's just a story goes on. There's no any sort of upheaval. There's no unexpected events. All talks that you know, it's just day-to-day situations where at certain points we need to make decisions. We're working hard, we're celebrating success, we're dealing with the competition or people at work who are trying to attack us. So it's all just day-to-day sort of situation. And the final card for you is Four of Pentacles. Normally they call this card card of misère, holding really tight to your money, but I really don't see this card like that. Because sometimes we do need to hold tight to our money, particularly if we didn't have much. We don't have much, or we didn't have in the past a lot of money, and now money started coming and we sort of a bit scared to spend them, and it's nothing wrong with that unless it goes to the extreme. But 4 is also number of stability. It could be talking about financial stability. You know, any sort of item which has got 4 support points like table or chair, everything, it's all stands very stable. So that's what it talks about, that it talks about stability, financial stability, maybe you sort of holding on to your money, maybe not sort of hesitating about future investment and what to do with them. Nothing wrong with that, the Aquarius. It's all good. So that's the way I see for you in the month of April, the Aquarius. Let's get a couple of additional cards. It's Oracle deck. It's called Keepers of the Light. And we'll see what we have, what additional messages I have for you for this more sort of financial work and career. If you're interested in your love life, love readings are already been published for April. They're all in my playlist. Just go into my YouTube channel, on my YouTube channel page, and you find all of them over there. This is more about day-to-day activities, general life. Oh, here we are. I have Green Tara for you. It's called about supreme protection. You're protected. So if you are dealing, particularly if you're dealing with some sort of finances, there's sort of higher protection for you. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation and trust. So if you remember, I was telling you, just go on for it. So you need to trust your instinct. You need to trust these messages which is been sent to you. You can move on. You can move with this, is a business, financial investments, purchases. I don't know what you're planning, but you can, or career growth or something. The gods are there for you. You just can cut all the cords which is restricting you. Trust yourself and just move on. It's a fantastic card for you. And with this positive message, I just would like to finish this reading. Enjoy. It will be a really good month, financial months for you, the Aquarius, and I'll see you next month. Thank you and goodbye.